October 27, 2023 begins beautifully today, and I'm going to start with tea. Most mornings, I start with a trio of liquids. I begin with distilled water, which I've already consumed by this point, about 8 ounces of distilled water. And then I prepare tea that I will consume later after the tea has cooled down considerably. Today I'm going to use Organic India's Tulsi tea. I've been using this tea since around 2017, and it's one of the best teas that I know of. And it's great for digestion, it's great for cleansing the system, and it's also great for invigorating the system. When I first encountered this tea, I found that there was only the Tulsi original, and then over the years they've expanded. And so here recently I've been trying the masala chai variety. I've tried other varieties and they're all good in my opinion. And so here I'm going to combine the stock Tulsi blend and the masala chai blends together to create a stronger tea. And I'm going to brew it for approximately 9.5 minutes using a timer. I like to use a timer when doing these things, preparing liquids and preparing meals, so that you end up with not only the right level of precision, but the right results in the end. And so I have this portable water boiler, right? And so it's made by Newell, and I'm going to measure the temperature to show that I set it to 212 Fahrenheit. And so, sure enough, the thermometer shows that the water temperature in the boiler is 212 at this moment. And so I'm going to steep the tea at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I'm going to cover the cup that the tea is steeping in. I found that you get the best results when you steep the tea covered. And so this is part of how I start my days, most days, not every day, but I don't stick to a strict ritual on anything. I don't stick to a strict ritual on anything. Flexibility is key, adaptability is key. But here, I'm starting my day much earlier than typical. And so I have quite a few things I'm going to do today. It's my day off. And so I want to make sure I maximize today with the different things I have on the agenda. And so tea is one of them, quality tea. This tea is to flush out the system. I may drink tea once a day, but sometimes I'll drink tea up to 3 times a day. Different varieties. Rarely is it the same tea that I started out in the earlier part of the day. Notice I don't use the word morning. I try to avoid using morning. If you study words as spells and the meaning of words, morning is actually not a good word. So anyway, put that aside. So the tea is now steeped, and I'm also going to do something else that I don't do most days, and that today I'm going to eat what that's called breakfast. I usually eat around 2 p.m. roughly, and I usually eat anywhere from 1 to 2 meals a day max. But today I'm going to do 3 meals, just today. I'm doing 3 meals a day because I want to start the digestive process a little earlier. And so I'm going to have fenugreek powder, turmeric powder, and cardamom and ginger, and maybe one other, also lemongrass and cloves. And so I make sure that my spices are non-GMO, organic, and I do want to make a special shout out to cinnamon. Cinnamon from Sri Lanka is the best cinnamon to get. But I made sure I got some turmeric in that bag of turmeric that I have. I wanted to make sure some of it I put in glass containers. And, if you ever bought spices from the grocery store before, you've had those little spice jars, right? You just save them and you can reuse them. So here's the final result of the early day meal that I've made. And it's designed to treat the gut microbiome. And so it's a combination of sprouted lentils, the leftovers from some spring mix, Mediterranean spring mix, right? So the spring mix did expire 3 days ago, but it's fine. It's just fine because when I apply a little bit of heat to it, I cook this whole thing within about 10 minutes, and I used the Tatka technique, but instead of high heat, I use medium heat the entire way through. That way, there's more gentle treatment of the heat. Coconut oil, and then the base that you saw there earlier, that was avocado spread, right? Holy avocado, WHOLLY. You can get it at Walmart and Kroger's. This is the avocado, just straight avocado spread, not guacamole. So I'm going to end the early morning with sprouting. I'm going to sprout these seeds or these beans, and I'm going to use a different variety. Instead of lentils and chickpeas this week, upcoming week, I'm going to do black beans and pinto beans. I've never sprouted them before, but I understand you can sprout just about anything, so I'm going to give this a shot and see what happens. I will let you know what the results of that is. And so I hope this was informative. See you later.